Hey everyone, welcome to r/Tales from Tech Support, where we get to have a little chuckle at the technically disadvantaged. I'm Uncle Reddit, and have I got some stories for you. Disconnecting from the baby at work to have a baby at home. I'm helping one of our more high-maintenance employees set up their computer. I'm also visibly pregnant, a week and change from my due date. Me. Okay, you're all set. Let us know if you need anything else. Employee. Can I get your extension? I want to call you in case I have issues. We've been trying to discourage people from calling us text directly and to use our ticketing system instead, so it can be documented. Oh, and because their favorite techie may be out for silly things like being sick or having a baby. Me. Oh, just call the general number or put in a ticket. Any one of us can help you. Employee. Well, I'd like to get your extension anyway. You're the best tech I've worked with. At this point, I'm exhausted. My ankles are swelling, the baby's kicking my ribs, and I need to eat. I just want to chill in my office for a bit. Me. Okay, it's this number. But I'm going on maternity leave in a couple weeks, so you'll need to call the general number or make a ticket. The baby arrived a week early. When I came back, I found out my office mate had turned off my phone's ringer. Partly because that employee called my extension several times a day for computer issues. And they complained because I wasn't more available to help her. They complained enough that my employer considered asking if I'd be willing to come back early. They didn't. Well, that's a good thing. It sounds like legal issues to me. I don't understand why people think they're so special that they should have that individualized attention. Have you ever had to deal with anybody like that at your work? Somebody who's just so needy that it has to be you're the one that has to help them? Let me know in the comments. Time trial finds you guilty. A long time ago, I used to work as a support person in a tech support department. The software we used would report the data from the phone system about how long someone had been on the phone call. Usually, for us, this was how long they had been on hold. I pick up a call out of the queue and introduce myself, and then this happens. Customer, somewhat yelling. I've been waiting forever on this phone. I'm a paying customer and I shouldn't have to wait this long. Do you know how long I've been waiting? I normally don't take the bait, but this time, since the customer actually asked and I have the data, I decided to respond. Me. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Customer. Wait, what? Me. Now 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Customer. How do you know that? Me. Because our phone system lets us know how long it's been since you called and it reports that information to me. Customer. Oh, well, it feels like a lot longer and I shouldn't have to wait so long. The customer was nice for the rest of the call as I resolved their problem, so it ended up working out instead of having to deal with an entitled grouchy person. But I got a chuckle out of the "it feels a lot longer" comment. I get it. It always feels like forever when you're on hold, but it doesn't make it reality. Drop a letter, drop the service. This story takes place in the dark ages of dial-up before the modern ISPs take hold. My family has service via a local company. Tech. Hello, thank you for calling ISP. How can I help you? Me. Hi, our dial-up isn't able to connect to anything. It's been out for about a week now. Tech. I'm sorry to hear that. Let me walk you through a few things to fix that. What follows is about an hour of fiddling with the dial-up settings. In between these sessions, I have to hang up, test the dial-up, and then call the technician again to tell them it still isn't working. Oh, I don't miss those days. Tech. I honestly don't know what to say. We've gone over everything. Why don't you give me your password, and I can try it on my end and see if it's a problem with the account instead? Me. Alright, it's 9-letter foreign word. Let me spell it out. Tech. After I'm done. Oh, I see what your problem is. Me. You do? Tech. Yep, your password is too long. Me. What? But we've been using that password since we got your service. Tech. Yeah, but we recently updated our system so we can only accept 8-letter passwords. Just drop the last letter off your password and you're back online. And she was right. I thanked her sincerely since she'd been very helpful and patient through this nonsensical adventure. About a year later, the ISP shut down. They informed their customers of this with an email, which was sent out after they'd shut down the service. Well, that's one way to make sure you don't get angry responses, huh? A stormy attitude. Me. Hi, thank you for calling company. How can I help you? Customer. Hi, channel number is out. Me. Ah, yes, we know about that one. And in fact, all channels provided by company are out right now due to a storm on the West Coast. Customer. Well, when are you going to fix it? Me. There's no telling when the storm will be over, ma'am. We just have to wait and see. Customer. So, what are you going to do about it? Me. There's nothing to be done to fix it, ma'am. We just have to be patient and wait for the storm to be over, and it will come back all on its own. Customer. That's unacceptable. And hangs up. No logic or reasoning at all. Amazing. This takes place at about 6:10 p.m., around 10 minutes after customer service has closed for the day and only tech support are still open. Me. ISP, this is me at your service. Customer, sounding very nice and polite. Good evening. I would like to go over my bill, please. Note, in tech support, we have very little training as far as anything that isn't technical is involved, and we're not supposed to have anything to do with billing. Me. Unfortunately, you just missed customer service by about 10 minutes. They're open tomorrow between hours and hours, and they'll be happy to help you then. Is there anything I can help you with in tech support? Customer. ISP is a crappy company, and slams the phone down. Password blurred. I work as a service coordinator at an MSP in Honolulu. We reset passwords, work on networks, etc. for dedicated companies. Client. Hi, I deleted my file with all my passwords in it, and I don't know what to do. Me. Okay, ma'am, we can recover that file for you. Client. Oh no, that's too much trouble. I just want to know what to do if I forget my password. Me. You want your password reset? Client. No, I know my password, but what if I fall asleep and forget it? Me. Well, we can always reset your password, or we can recover the file with your passwords on it so that you have a copy of your password. Client. No, I want to know what I should do if I forget it. I'm really afraid I'm going to fall asleep and wake up and forget the password. Me. We can reset your password in that case. Client. But then what if I forget that one too? What if I fall asleep and the next morning I can't remember it? Me. Let me transfer you to a technician, ma'am. He ended up resetting and advising her to call him when she forgets it. Oof. That's scary. That's some real paranoia there. So, it sort of reminds me of, when your parents used to check the burners on the stove and you get around the block when you're heading out somewhere and then they'd have to circle back around because they were afraid they forgot the stove burners. Yeah. Although, at least there was a chance of your house burning down, so it was worth driving back. This one I'm not so sure. They will be charged for not knowing about charge. I work for an up-and-coming camera company as a level 1 tech support agent. I got a customer on the line the other day who began the conversation by letting me know he was an electrical engineer, special, and that he didn't need to troubleshoot because there was clearly something wrong with his product. I calmly let him know that I was still required to troubleshoot, as we cannot replace his device without going through the motions. He agreed, though he was clearly irritated. This was his first product, and he loudly let me know that he was not impressed at how useless the setup procedure was. I asked him what the camera was doing, and he said it was doing absolutely nothing. I had him press the setup button, and as he said, nothing happened. I had an inkling of what could be wrong, but was baffled by the thought that it could be so simple. Going through my normal troubleshooting, I had him plug the battery-powered camera into the charger, and wouldn't you guess, but the camera's lights all turned on. I then proceeded to educate this electrical engineer that battery-powered cameras need to be charged in order to set them up. This, unfortunately, happens at least once a day with someone beginning the conversation with how much technical expertise they have. And this is the reason why we have to troubleshoot before replacing. I work in technical support for a cable company. The customer called in because he wasn't getting a picture on his TV. I had gone over some basic questions already, and I was at the point of checking to make sure he was on the right input or channel. To help determine what the TV needs to be on, I ask what kind of TV it is, as this will narrow it down. If it's SD, this would indicate it would need to be on channel 3 or 4, but if it's HD, then it would need to be on an input-like component or HDMI. Me. Is this hooked up to a high definition TV? Customer. No, it's just a regular Magnavox HD TV. Me. So this is a high definition TV? Customer. Yes. Router problems? Nailed it. My dad has worked for about 10 years in tech support for several companies. He is currently working at a company that sets up internet routers. He's taking customer calls. Dad. Company, this is Dad. What can I do for you? Secretary. Our internet isn't working. Dad. Gets router number and begins asking questions. Alright, are all the lights on the box on? Are any blinking? Secretary. There aren't any lights on. Dad, have you made sure that the box is plugged in? Secretary. Yes, it's plugged in. Dad. Okay, let's try resetting it. Go ahead and hold the power button down. Secretary. There isn't a power button on this box. Dad. There should be a large blue button under the lid. Secretary. I can't open the lid. It's nailed closed. Dad. It's nailed closed? Secretary. Yeah, the nail is holding it closed. I can't open it. Can you just send someone to fix it? My dad didn't know what more to do, so he sent someone to look at the box. When they got to the office, they found that the box was not plugged in. But that wasn't the biggest problem. It wasn't plugged in because they had placed it too high on the wall to reach the outlet. It was nailed onto the wall. That is, there was a giant building nail going straight through the center of the router. Whoever managed this office decided the router was getting in the way, so they nailed it to the wall. My dad is very happy to not work in tech support any longer. Well, that's a new one for me. Have you guys ever run into anything like that? Somebody, drive a nail or a bolt through their router and expect it to still work, especially when it didn't even reach the plug? Let me know down below. We sell subscription-based software, and while the customer is subscribed, we provide technical support. Manning the desk one day when we get an email from a long-time customer. Customer, via email. Hey there, the software system is running really slow today. Can you do something? Me, via email. Of course, if you can go to the code below, I'll connect and see what we can do. URL provided. I connect to the machine, call the user, and go through the various areas of the system. Me. Okay, this seems to be running at normal speed for me. Does software usually run faster than this? Customer. Not really. Hey, if you've made it this far, you guys are rock stars. Can you do me a favor and click one of the videos above? I really think you'll enjoy them.